Yeah. So as we were discussing, so this is the question on the screen. Uh, there is a circuit which you are supposed to solve. Okay. So again, I request need not write anything. Just focus on what I am doing. How do you find the total current? So the question is here, find the total current. Okay, so I'll keep referring to this later. So for the timing, just pretend that this is a DC circuit. Okay, obviously it's a AC circuit, but if you pretend it's a DC circuit, so what is I1? So there are two branches. So this is the first branch and this is the second branch. And if it was a DC circuit, you would have simply done voltage divided by Z1 or R1 in this case, which is this one, that will be I1. Similarly, I2. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just open just a minute. I think I will change to a different folder. So you need not worry about what I'm typing here right now. I'm just opening a file. So I'm using Python to solve this problem. So let me increase the this thing. So I need to increase the font size so that you'll be able to see. Yeah. So I think now you are able to see. I have written one line called import C math. Okay. What is import C math? So we are doing Python coding. So C math is complex mathematics. So import C math and the regular math also. So sorry. Now forget about this import thing. Now, what if it was a simple DC circuit? So you would have simply said I1 equal to uh, volt. Sorry, voltage. I'll use capital V divided by. I'll use the impedance Z1. Okay. So that was I1. Okay. So what is I2? So again, go to the circuit. So what is I2? So if it was a DC circuit, simply voltage divided by these two are in series, right? Z2 plus Z3, that will give you I2. Okay. So I2 equal to voltage divided by Z1 plus Z2. Okay. And my final answer, so I total or something IT equal to I1 plus I2. So then I can simply say print, okay, IT. So this will print the current, and now I can match with the choices. Okay, but now the problem is I have to define the V, Z1, Z2, and Z3. No, there's no Z3, right? Sorry, 2 plus 3. I made a mistake here. Sorry for confusion. See, now you're clear, right? So now the task will be I have to define what is V, I have to define what is Z1, I have to define what is Z2, and I have to define what is Z3. So these are all complex numbers. Okay? Because the simple DC circuit, if I give, you people will laugh. So that's why I gave AC circuit. Okay, so to find the total current in a DC circuit, you can do that, right? So these are all complex numbers. So the format for defining complex numbers is I have to give what is the real component and the imaginary component here, right? So let's worry about the Z1 first. Okay. So what is the first impedance? Okay. So you see the second line on the screen here on the top. Actually, it's the third line. The impedance Z1 consists of resistance of 10 ohms, inductance of 150 millihenries. Okay. So resistance of 10 ohms. So the real component of Z1 is 10. And what is the imaginary component? That is X. Reactance and inductance. Okay, inductance is 150 millihenries. So 150 E minus 3 will be 150 millihenries. We have to multiply by what? Omega. Okay, 2 into pi into frequency. Frequency was 40 if you remember. So from this, if you see down here, it is given 40 hertz. So the frequency is 40 hertz. So this will give me the value of Z1. Okay. Now that we get Z1, easy we can get the other things, right? So what is Z2? See, Z2 has a capacitance, so we'll postpone it for a little. Z3 consists of 4 ohms and 45 millihenry. Okay, so here I'll make it 4 and 45. So 2 into mat dot pi into 40 is the frequency, and 45 is the uh, 45 millihenry, right? So E minus 3. So this is the definition of Z3. What about Z2? So um 17 ohms resistance and capacitance of 50 microfarads. Okay? So now you need to tell me what is the formula for reactance of a capacitance. Capacitive reactance 1 by omega c. Okay, so 1 divided by omega c. Okay, so 2 into mat dot pi into 40 into how many micro? 50 micro. 50 e minus 6. So I heard minus somewhere, very good. So that is where, so if this minus is the app in your brain which is correcting the thing. So good. So capacitive reactance will have a negative value in the this one. Now why it is negative? Why we should give 2 pi f? All that things is in the lower level thing that you might have learned in some other course. So but anyway, I also have videos on that if you can refer. Now I need to define the voltage. Okay, so what is the voltage here? You can see 260 volts, and the angle it is showing 90 degrees already. Okay, so 90-degree means it is if you convert to complex number, it will directly become plus I. Okay, so I think I'll be a little lazy. Actually, I should do it properly, but then in the interest of time, I'll make it 260 and 90, right? So in fact, it will be 0, 260. The if you imagine, okay, so let me, for the sake of completeness, imagine a vector. Yeah, the vector is length of 260 volts and the pointing towards 90 degrees, that is pointing towards north side. Okay, so plus I, the I axis. So 260, 90 is 0. So what if the angle was not 90, if it was 30 or 40 or something? That anyway, you have to find out how to do that. I leave it for you to do that. Now, I think everything is defined. So I simply have to run this program and I get the answer. So simple as that. Okay. So let us run this program and get the answer. So I saved this. I go back to my terminal. I'll open another terminal. So yes, run is there. So let's increase the font here. Python 3 run.py. Okay. So I got the answer 2.9 plus j 2.779. Okay. So let us look at the choices. So remember this answer 2.964 and 2.779. Now whether it will match with one of the options or not. Okay, let us see. So the C option is matching, so C is the correct answer. Okay, so like that. Okay. So here one thing I want to tell. So let's say you made some mistake. You did not put that minus. Okay. So sometimes the question will be designed so intelligently that we expect what kind of mistake student will do, and that answer will match with some other choice, which will be wrong choice. So be careful with that. Anyway, so this is easy or difficult what I said, what I explained last 10-15 minutes. So if you know it is easy, if you don't know it is difficult. So that is why you have to belong to that character, category where you know it. Okay, so everybody is intelligent, but if you know, you will be able to answer it. So that's it.